when you can't fight it, accept it, smile, and you will be filled with power inside. It's like saying that Spider-Man has been copied from Superman because they both have powers here. Why do critics sometimes say that the common man will not get it? Is the common man is stupid or what? I mean, you know, he said that he is flying high on the wings of the limbless man. That's his greatness, that, you know, even when he gives a compliment or he gives love, you want to aspire to be like him.
You know, Sophia, it's the applause that I miss the most, says Ethan in Guzaarish, and we have with us Hrithik Roshan, who plays Ethan Mascarenas, and he's definitely not missing out on the applause. The entire world is just converging and just heaping amazing kind of responses to the superlative performance that he has delivered in Guzaarish. Pleasure having you back on Bollywood Hungama, first of all.
Thank you, thanks.
You're being referred to as God and genius, and so many encomiums are being kind of just bestowed upon Hrithik Roshan. How does it feel?
Feels good. All the love that I'm receiving is incredible. I consider myself a laborer. I consider myself a worker. I consider myself blessed that I was chosen as maybe a medium to pass on a message, that a lesson or एक सीख है that I was a gift to me in my life through my journey with all my friends who have been through such a tragedy in their lives, and what I learned from that, I took it upon myself as a responsibility to pass on to the people of the world, क्योंकि it's, I think, only through the chapters that you have in your life which have the struggle, have the pain, have the depth of darkness. After you evolve through that, it makes you evolve. You have to rise above it. And once you evolve through that, you come to such a bright place, full of smiles and happiness. And through Ethan, if that is passed on in some way, sure, to even 20% or even 2% of the people out there, I'll consider myself then truly successful.
Since Koi Mil Gaya, we've been seeing that you just love going out of your comfort zone.
I love muscles. बाप रे! ओए की डोले शोले! ओए देख! देख क्या रहा है? आजा!
Like say, we associated Hrithik Roshan with somebody who's great in action and the swords and the fighting and the dances, and we're not seeing anything of that in Guzaarish at all. This is something totally else. You just kind of the expressions on your face and the pain and the suffering and the wicked sense of humor that you've been talking to other people. Varied kind of emotions that we see, and that's totally different from what we've seen from you before.
Credit to Mr. Bhansali and his vision. For me, in my life, I think it's a kind of a mission of mine to truly find out what am I capable of. Otherwise, what's the purpose of life? I don't have any answer to that. The only answer I have is that it's some type of journey where unless and until you accept every experience in your life and keep challenging yourself, how else are you ever going to truly find out कि यार, who am I, what am I capable of? Exactly. And I think that somewhere, through the service to the people, service to your parents, service to your kids, service to God, it will bring you actually closer to God in a certain way. We all are the same, you, me, there's no difference. We all are the same. We're all trying to achieve the same things in our lives. Sure. And I think the best way in this journey to get to a better place every single time is to accept every experience.
There are several moments in the film, several scenes in the film, where you realize that this guy, he's never inviting any pity on himself, and he comes across as a very strong character in a very subtle manner. Like that particular scene where that raindrops are just kind of trickling in from the rooftop, and the way he's fighting with the raindrops. But he brings on that sense of humor in that, even in that. And there's several other scenes, that fly scene. Where he's unable to kind of just make the fly go away, but he just smiles on it. So that particular aspect of it and how you kind of look at life in a different light altogether, it has possibilities of becoming a cult character in any way.
Through Ethan, if the people start believing in him as a symbol to, understand life, to understand situations that they're going through, and to understand that when you are not in control, when nature, through millions and millions of moments, has aligned itself to create a situation that is not working for you. It is foolish. It is not intelligent to fight it, to resist it. Right? What choice do you have when you're not in control as human beings? There's a lot that we can do. When you can't do something, when you can't control it, whether it's somebody's death or whatever, when you're not in control, we start to fight, we start to develop anger, So that fly scene is actually the lesson. When you can't fight it, accept it, smile, and you will be filled with power inside.
I think it can be a lesson to many people. I think your near and dear ones, I think people are closest to them, and everyone just fears losing them. And Ethan's mom expires, and I think he's the closest to her. And at the graveyard scene, instead of just kind of crying, or that is the obvious thing to do, he actually sings a song. I think you sang it beautifully.
Thank you.
And it's like you're still kind of giving a symbol of a positivity that particular person in your life brought so much wonderful moments in your life, and you would want her to go away in a happy mode.
Right.
How do you prepare for such scenes?
I think any actor who is a little sensitive and who is honest would have been able to pass on the same thing that I did as Ethan. Because when you understand, as I said, with my journey of spending all that time with these people, any actor would have done the same thing or better. Because
you're being modest now.
No, but it's true. But as I said, the beauty of the film lies in the fact that you have to make your shortcomings, your tragedies, your devastating moments, make it your friend.
कोई ये भूल के भी ना सोचे कि हम में अब जिंदगी नहीं बची। जितनी भी है, जैसी भी है, जिंदगी बहुत खूबसूरत है।
There's a death. And he sends her off with a smile. He sings a song for her, and he sends her. The pain is all there, but he rises above, and once you smile, you will all the pain disappears. For Ethan, I don't think his mother went away. Right. She was just absorbed all around him. She was around him. She was in the trees. She was in the sky when he sings the song, and he says it's a wonderful world because she's everywhere. I see trees of green, skies of blue. So it's all, she's everywhere. For him, that's the beauty. There's more to the world than what we can see. We don't realize that. We believe so much in the physical realm, and we attach so much importance to the physical realm that what we need is a dose of maybe spirituality. And that's one thing that can unite us all as human beings and look beyond all these ego problems and bickering and complaining and all that. Right. It's a waste of time, actually.
Many of your fans would like to listen to that particular song, maybe on a CD or something.
In the second lot of the series, they've promised me that the song will, be included.
Right. I think I love Kites in the Sky. I think that is fabulous as well.
Kites in the sky, soaring together.
A few of the critics have said, maximum critics, they've loved the film. A few of the critics have also said that there have been references to certain other films in the past where Guzaarish has taken references from. How fair is that comment too?
That is their vision, that is their perspective. I don't agree with it. I don't think if you actually look at it, it's not possible, because it's like saying that Spider-Man has been copied from Superman because they both have powers here. So it's ridiculous. Superman also, there's a double thing. He wears a costume and then he's a normal guy. Spider-Man also, they did the same thing. Sure. He has a costume and then he's a normal. These things you can't go into that. But of course, you have to respect everyone, and smile.
I was reading one story in one of the newspapers today, and it said that I think almost everybody has loved the film, but the only thing is maybe one looks at the budgeting of the film, maybe it's a bit over-budgeted film.
I don't think, I mean, for us, there is just absolutely no reason to worry about that, because we had a past experience where I did a film that was a historical film, and people said, no, nobody will come to watch a historical film. And the opening, the second day, the third day was exactly what is happening with Guzaarish right now. And that went on to be one of the biggest hits of my life. And with the kind of appreciation that I'm seeing now, this kind of appreciation I have not experienced in the past 10 years of my life. But of course, you know, it's not my job to plead or make that Guzaarish.
I personally had liked the Kites a lot as well. Maybe it didn't do well at the box office. Now Guzaarish is there as well. You are a commercial actor. You're a superstar. You're one of the very few bankable actors who brings in the audiences to the theaters. How important is the commercial success of any of your films, including Guzaarish?
It's very, very important. Of course, it's important. There are a lot of people involved, and you know, it's the success that brings the bread and butter on their table. It's not just me. It's not just, you know, the people who are in the forefront. There are a lot of people in the background who have also, you know. So it's very, very important. The only thing that I would hope for is that, yes, I love doing films like Dhoom 2. I, you know, enjoyed that. Dhoom machale, dhoom machale, dhoom machale, dhoom machale, dhoom machale, dhoom machale, dhoom. Enjoyed Krish. That genre is accepted, and it's, you know, but all genres should do well. You know, there should be, you know, there should be space for all kinds of films to do well. And that is better for us as a cinema, it's better for us as artists. I want to leave behind a good example that even if you are, you know, seen as a superstar and you're, you know, seen as this image of an action star.
You're not seen. You are an
action star or dancing star, whatever. Don't feel afraid to let go and do something that you believe in as beautiful. Why do critics sometimes say that the common man will not get it? Is the common man is stupid or what? I mean, you know.
One of the people, like, say, statements have been that there's a lot of English in the film. Some would say that it's a radical move, and there's no compromise, like, say, the way a person feels, and it's expressing in the same language. But some people would say that it restricts an audience in a way.
Definitely. In Kites, I went through that experience where I was, and that was completely my call, because I was trying to be honest to the character. I was hoping, and I was trying to break the language barrier. I was hoping maybe it's time, but it's not time. I understood that. But in a film like this, I don't think it matters, because there are, you know, maybe one throwaway lines, but the emotions are in the eyes, you know. You don't have to have language to understand music or understand an emotion. So I don't think it matters in a film like this at all.
I think Shah Rukh Khan said something really special to you. You're saying one particular line he said to you.
He said a lot of things, and I mean, it's a very personal thing, so I would not like to share that. But there was one beautiful line that he wrote to me. He said that he is flying high on the wings of the limbless man, which was, I think, it's a beautiful thought. And, you know, coming from him, it means so much to me. That's his greatness, that, you know, even when he gives a compliment or he gives love, you want to aspire to be like him.
एक सिंपल सी सीधी सी गुजारिश है.